Oh, oh man. It's, What is it, buddy? play this on my TV. up. Shit, this is deep. To rock. I remember this fucking game, it was awesome. I really haven't played this game in fucking decades. Boss fight. I'm gonna light this fucking boss up, dude. Yeah. I am Turok. Oh, okay. Let's go to level 6. It should automatically change my game.
David Sachs of Gold.
A watershed moment. Okay. I am happy. He's like, fuck you, I'm playing something else. Sorry.
For watching this.
Vampire has to say.
Guess I
Give
didn't
me
make
money
it through.
guy.
And when he talks like this,
He actually appears to be doing a good job. What they did was they established. So the American government has crypto already, from seized from Silk Road, and the government has they've got like Cardano and Ethereum and Solana and stuff. And what David Sachs and the crypto government people said is that the existing crypto, all of it except for Bitcoin, is going to be a strategic. What do they call it? Type in strategic asset pile. They basically said that Bitcoin is the winner, that Bitcoin is the one digital cryptocurrency that they're going to classify as a commodity because it has this immaculate conception of being created by an anonymous guy and not being airdropped or distributed to shareholders or something like that.
is it this strategic asset?
Strategic, no. Type in U.S. Crypto Reserve. So they declared that Bitcoin is the one sort of thing that the U.S. government is going to try to accumulate more of, and they said that that all other cryptos that the U.S. government holds, they're just going to hold them, and they have the option to sell them off, and so that there are people in government who are saying that digital asset stockpile. So the strategic Bitcoin reserve, that's the big one, the high line thing that's going to be the big deal, that they're going to try to acquire more Bitcoin only. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to acquire only more Bitcoin, and then the digital asset stockpile is just a pile of shitcoins that they have. It's kind of like an olive branch extended to the rest of the community. But everyone came together. The Coinbase guy said that Bitcoin's this guy's a good guy. Look up Coinbase. What's his name? Brian.
Yeah, he's pretty. What's his name?
Brian Armstrong. Yeah. He's got everything. Coinbase is every cryptocurrency is on here. But Brian Armstrong said that Bitcoin is the only one the U.S. government should be trying to acquire more of. It's just like the best possible thing happening.
Enemy UAV
in
inbound.
the way that pisses off the least people and is the most good.
Is it voted in?
It is a.
Like, is it something that, like, basically, if you change hands, like, and we're doing away with the Bitcoin?
And the answer to that is,
Hardpoint
it's
located.
solidified. I forgot what the rationale was, or what the.
I mean, obviously, I want it to happen.
But scroll up here.
Hardpoint active.
Zero Bitcoin, asshole.
Hardpoint locked down.
Yeah, I don't know
We're
legally what
winning. Keep it that way.
legally what's going on, but I think it's a good version is what's happening.
I remember you saying, like, that's, you know, if it got to
Hostiles
that.
have the hardpoint.
Like, what is the U.S. holding in gold?
Located
It's like,
sleeper agent.
What is the U.S. current holdings in gold?
We don't even know because
We've given up the lead.
it's not audited, and the gold certificates are they're denominated in the same value that they were in the 70s. So I don't think that's how much gold the U.S. holds right now. But this is the moment where all of the risk is quickly, like,
identified.
the asset. And anybody who's still concerned about risk,
Hostile movement.
it's just because people don't understand it yet. And
Hardpoint is active.
because there
Hostile
are
UAV
the
established
people
overhead.
trying to buy more that
Enemy
have massive
CUAV
short
inbound.
positions that are holding the price down.
Huh.
So it's of people like that that are fucking with the price to buy more.
Yeah, they did buy. They bought 50 million.
Which is part of the reason. That's why some people come out against it. Is they'll say like Charlie Munger saying it's rat poison and stuff. I don't think Charlie Munger was buying Bitcoin, but the reason why these guys talk down on Bitcoin is because they're buying more.
Requesting care package
They
deployed.
want the public perception of it to be low.
Jamie Dimon tried to do that, right?
I don't know. I think
No, I'm just fucking playing with you guys. Just chill.
Jamie Dimon might actually be
Hardpoint
Eyes
located.
on enemy.
against. He might be. I think JP Morgan hates. I've
Enemies
heard
have
that the
destroyed
people
your
who work
assault
there
package.
hate Bitcoin, and like you can't even talk about it. So it's possible that he's not.
It's probably,
Hardpoint
it's probably
active.
one of those things like
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
it's like talking about like Jake Paul or something in the UFC.
Enemy impact grenade.
Where it's like you
Hardpoint
about
is
it.
secure.
No, I think
Hostiles have the
JP
hardpoint.
Morgan they hate Bitcoin.
their integrity. There are their fabric of their business.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have
Especially
captured
the
the
high wealthy
hardpoint.
individuals are like, why am I storing with you? Or
Deploying
paying
RTSD.
service.
Target sight.
And they're like, why? I don't have to
Hostiles have a field upgrade.
collapse. It's like storing data.
Hardpoint is secure.
It's the way my stupid mayonnaise brain is. Like you told me you could write up the box.
Enemy UAV
That's the way I
inbound.
understand data collapsing.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Write it inside a pizza box,
Will be eliminated.
Instead of a pizza box, you write
shoe box, or a
code.
receipt. Just write a code on a receipt, and that's your hard drive.
Is it Panther?
Hardpoint
Panther
identified.
is the password. Yeah.
Panther's what? That's how they write phrase. My safe phrase is Panther whenever I'm in my
Hardpoint is active.
like a Smeagol fast star?
Hardpoint locked down.
Panther. He's like, okay, slow down. But no, basically like it's faster and it's service fees. And I don't know what they
Hostile black. Located tank.
charge to handle an archaic banking service for an old business, but something that has like a high transaction count. I just went through it with cloud banking when the questions they were asking is like, do you have a processor for your credit card transactions? And I was like, yes. And I was like, who do you have? And they had Clover. And I was like,
What's Clover?
It's like Mint. It's like Squarespace. It's
Hardpoint
pretty.
located.
It'd be like if they had like.
Requesting recon above.
Wix.com website.
Yes, exactly.
That's
exactly
really funny.
Yeah, and I was like, do you have Clover?
Yeah.
And I was like, do you touch Bitcoin? They're like, nah, don't even
Hardpoint
touch
active.
it.
What bank uses
Hostiles
Clover?
have captured the hardpoint.
Navigant?
Yeah. But they're into like.
Yeah.
It's got like it's a double side, it's a flip sided coin. You want that underrated bullshit when it comes to banking.
Rock.
You get like this way to buy a house. But like when it comes to like I have Bitcoin, like, I don't even care. They're like, no, I have a lot. Like, a lot. They have no idea what you're talking about. And like, no, I can buy like 50 Lamborghinis. They're like, then buy them.
We'll collateralize your loan in Lamborghinis.
Yeah, literally, that would make more sense to them. You know,
That's
like,
so funny.
bring me the
Hostiles have the
title.
hardpoint.
Bad guy, 12 o'clock.
7.5%.
But the point is, Bitcoin has been, it's like officially declared that
Hardpoint identified. They're walking all over you. Have some goddamn pride.
from here it's
Sauce
got
pack.
at least
Lockdown.
100
Come get
X
supplies.
You think so?
Hardpoint is active.
you have, every Bitcoin you don't buy is going to cost you
Located shot. Taking a shot.
around here.
Conservatively got 100x in it,
My Michael
which
Saylor
is,
impression.
it's kind of
Eyes on field upgrade.
The
Every
hardpoint.
Bitcoin you don't buy now is going to cost you $13 million. Anyone go around to the liquor store here? Chris, can you have one of the guys around the liquor store? Thank you. My house was bought in 1901. It sold for $1,500. If I listed my house on the American market today, it would be over $100 million.
Hostiles have the
Did we
hardpoint.
actually find someone who was going to run
Hostile
a
front.
I'll just go myself.
non-alcoholic.
A billionaire racing to the liquor store.
Hardpoint
For
located.
2 bottles of Absolute. Just like a neat problem. Like a nice, neat, rich guy drinking problem.
Yeah.
I love that. That's my favorite.
Hardpoint down.
Awesome.
Hardpoint active.
Decent quality alcohol. So you know it's a problem. Like not one, that you can use it. 2, you know it's a problem. And like 12, you know, that's fine. Hey Rick, how are you?
Hostile
Good to see
UAV
you.
established
Like real
overhead.
quiet, very matter of fact, pays for it, like very mechanical about it.
He does it twice a week.
Yeah, and then it's like this is him in his car. Every Bitcoin they don't buy is gonna cost
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
they don't buy is gonna cost 13
Hardpoint identified.
Like doesn't even look in his rearview mirror, puts his
Move
car
it.
in reverse. Sound beats.
I'm really frustrating. That was very frustrating.
Drives to everywhere in reverse. He's got stickers. He's got bumper stickers on the front of his bumpers. It's just buy Bitcoin. He's got Bitcoin bumper stickers on the front of his bumpers. Because he's so cocked, he
They
drives in
brought
reverse.
back the CR-56. I still don't have this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun. Ugh.
But
That was fun.
That was funny.
Okay.
this is I don't like talking about it because people get the backlash is so severe.
What, the Bitcoin?
Well, it's just because nobody has money, us included. So like talking about money, it's like a psychological dagger. Like, how do you get money? It's such a fucking problem. It's just you can't ever. So it's hard to talk to people about it in a serious way.
I know. I'll be right back. Drink. we're still in here, thanks. I just had to... Oh. What's Battle Royale Casual? I don't like fucking Fortnite, dude. Shit. I just want to play one match. I don't care, like, how long it goes.
Because they just assume you're talking about like conspicuous consumption or some parasitic thing that's like the way that regular people get money is just evil, like multi-level marketing schemes and call centers, and then spending it on some stupid piece of shit that is like degenerative and destructive. But I think that it's important. It's like, and also the other thing is everybody thinks they missed the boat on Bitcoin. Like they think they didn't get into it because there's this unit bias. And you see that it's $80,000. You're like, oh my god, how do I ever afford one of those? And what you don't realize is that in the future it's going to be denominated in satoshis, which is 8 decimal points or whatever. So you have to learn to ignore the current denomination, the unit bias thing, like 1 Bitcoin. You can't think about it that way. And there's like very few. When was the last opportunity for 100x? Like, when do you get 100x? I think it would behoove our viewers to research Bitcoin. I do believe that. I really think you guys should be pouring as much as you possibly can into this system. And I think there is 100x from here at least.
In so many ways, when it comes to like investment strategies, like what else are you gonna spend money on? Battle Royale. Yeah. Like real talk, and I do this like when I was buying like a bunch of Bitcoin when I was in Mercedes. You know what I would have spent it on? Dude? Fucking food. Like, for real. I was I'd get a paycheck. I was selling cars. I was making like $15 grand a month, selling a shitload of cars. I use $5 grand. You know what I mean? I would have spent it on like a fucking Porsche Cayenne. That's the truth. It's the fucking truth, and everybody would. And it's like, thank God I did what, because you tend not to sell Bitcoin, which is
Yeah.
nice, because stocks you sell for some reason. I don't know why. But everybody's like, I sold it. Or when people tell me, like, I know this kid has like $20 million he's got 1 million dollars. He bought a Bitcoin when it was like 40, and it was like, yo, you should buy this. This shit's gonna pop off. It was like 38. And I was like, you should probably. I kind of gave him the typical get into Bitcoin. All right, it goes to 95. He's got $1 million. He has $1 million. He has a house paid for. He doesn't need the money. He sold it. And I was like, how much of a fucking degenerate gambling piece of shit are you? Where that's the money you need.
Yeah.
I was like mad at him for it. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Like, most people don't sell their Bitcoin.
It's worth. I wouldn't even tell people to buy it. I would tell them to research it. It's worth the time, and it's extremely interesting. And the surface level is this get rich quick Ponzi scheme gambling stuff. It's associated with cryptocurrencies and shit coins and meme coins and stuff. That's just an extension of the gambling mentality. But at its core, it's like it's probably the most interesting thing that I've found other than like good science fiction.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's money. It's like a 40-year-old, probably 100-year-old writing concept, but it's as old as time. Currency being revamped in a modern era is interesting.
It's very interesting.
And watching cash fail us, or the dollar,
Sure, yeah.
and inflation and
Assets in general, it's like I think you're so good at building stuff that the real estate is obviously a good use of your time. But I mean, imagine if I bought a house and tried to flip it. We did with the fish tank house. We walked out of that with negative $100,000 on our cool house, which of course we did the wrong thing, But my only point that I'm making is, imagine someone like me trying to flip real estate, Nick.
I think
It's not gonna. No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't get it. I promise you. I swear to God, I wouldn't get it, Nick. Like the
you say that, but the things that you actually hold, are not one of them is a truly bad. And I can see if you would have bought the first fish tank house.
I think we did.
No, you didn't.
So this
I think we did the
this
fucked
is
up
why I
thing.
fucking
No, the first fish
I'm
tank.
telling
like
you, if I
wars,
tried to do real estate, I would get murdered,
I think you'd get murdered twice, like everybody else.
and then I'd kill myself.
And then you'd kill yourself, and then you'd kill the cops. But I think everybody gets murdered. I got murdered. I got
Moving
lucky
here.
once, and then I got murdered twice. And that was a
Disregard that.
poison. I got lucky. I bought a condo, and the reality is in real estate, on an upswing, everybody makes money. Chris Lynch's house is not nice. He's going to make a fucking fortune. A fortune on that thing. Like a young guy come up that's like, girls will give him head for that. The amount of money that you
I've
got
seen it.
for free. They're like, really? Like, I'm impressed. Like, wow. My buddy John got lucky. He bought a shitty 4-family for $236. He sold it for $550 in 4 years. Like, at not even peak. He bought a fucking Ferrari. He's a piece of shit white kid just like me. He owns a Ferrari for cash.
I want that.
Me too. He bought a body shop. We both quit our jobs at the same day. He bought a body shop and a Ferrari, and I bought Shamanics rugs. But like, you lose in real estate. Now if you can spot it, now and Jake's lost too. Jake bought one in Barville that was a mistake at peak. You tend to buy peak. On an upswing, everybody makes money. And they're fun and they're fast. I've seen 2 of them. Well, 3? 3. I've seen 3 of them. 1990s, my dad did it, bought houses for 40. They went to this. Then they went up to 08, and then they just did it again. If you were buying in 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you could have bought...
Requesting recon flyover.
Chris, do that into the mic.
Yeah, Chris, with that big paycheck you have over there, that dick suckable fucking upswing you got. And anybody who has a house is like this, I'm a genius. It's like, no. I got lucky. I bought as many things as I could when my wife had a job. Because I was like, I'm not missing the boat this time. Honey, you make 200 grand a year? Okay, sign your name on every fucking piece of paper the bank will allow us to.
Nice.
They allowed us 2. At one point we had 3. I think it was 3. And then we kind of like rolled them all into 1 and 2 and then blah, blah, blah. And I think everybody who did that's got now everybody's like now they're stuck in a 3% loan. They will find a way. And here's where the world will. This is where you start to separate the men from the boys. The people who act, people like yourself, who bought their house in 16, who owe like $110, and your house is worth like $400,000 for no fucking reason. When the government or no, when banks find a way to offer you something to restart your loan and you take it, this is going to be the separation of like, you're a fucking gambling addict piece of shit. Do nothing. You deserve everything that's coming for you. You weren't special. You were just a fucking.
When you refinance and buy another at the top.
Yep.
Okay.
Or they offer. There's going to be a program. There's going to be something. I don't know what it is, but they'll be like, "Hey, you want some money?
Cash for clunkers.
Yeah, like that. Like,
Yeah.
It's free. You don't have to worry about this money.
go on, don't worry about it.
It's on us this time.
Like stab you right in the back. Like,
Yeah.
my back.
If there's one thing that banks love to do, they love to say it's on us this time and then help you.
Well, that's what they do. They love it.
They
Hey,
love
bud,
it.
Dust off. The past 2 years have been a little rough. Seems though your car's not worth a lot of money that you paid money for. No big deal.
Hey, you know that working car you have? Here's $4,000. Oh, the car. Any new car now is $40,000. Sorry,
My bad.
my bad, dude. Want to try again in 10 years?
Go sit this one out. We're buying wars and ski resorts.
Sit this out. The ski resort's coming along nicely. I need half your income for missiles.
Imagine Russian hotties on a ski mountain. Yum yum. Sit tight.
You'll see it.
You'll probably go there right away, right? Americans love to go to Ukraine skiing. This is probably exactly what Ukraine's.
You know how money works? It works the exact same as it did in Dumb and Dumber. You get a suitcase full of it, and you don't have to pay it back.
It's
Here you go.
Lambo skis. You want to be Lloyd Christmas? Man, I would love to fuck Lauren Holly's sweet big tits. She's Canadian. That has nothing to do with it though. But yeah, no, I think everybody made money on it, so it's not really a special. It's picking stuff and not picking bad houses. But like Boston right now is coming. The glue's coming off in areas where it shouldn't have, where jobs are there, and it's going to be fun to watch Chinese people go broke in Boston. To be like, it's really just going to be fun. I mean, from a business perspective, I was talking about my friends at MIT and Brown about this, and it's going to be fun to watch the Chinese investors just bought that. We got money from the house. I just put my money in the house of million. What you mean? It's worth 800,000. I upside down. Oh, I go back to China. That'll be fun to watch.
Did you hear that either Chicago or Detroit sold the rights to all their parking meter income to the UAE or Dubai until 2083?
No. I gotta see this.
Before
It's probably Detroit. It sounds like a Detroit thing.
I don't want to make a Bitcoin episode, but the point is if you learn what it is, it does take many hours of research, but when you figure out what this thing is, you put your money in it and you stop worrying about it, and you have to kill your ego to some extent.
Lost that one.
You have to
Double you next time.
get rid of that gambling impulse.
I
but
just
when
wanna
you do
get it
that,
over
it's
with,
it's a peaceful thing.
It is coupled with gambling a little too much, and that's
It's
unfortunate for Bitcoin.
Yeah, you have to change that about yourself.
Yes. Man, wars. I'm just. Got the kilo. I don't have this unlocked yet. else these guys have to say.
Still traveling with my
Human, male.
companions. $1 million extreme. Updating files and gigabytes. FAG protocol successful. Hello, it's me again.
Alex Bot.
I am still traveling with my
Human, male.
companions. $1 million extreme on live comedy tour. Performing epic bass and lay red pilled comedy. Looks like your Temu account balance shows me you have appropriate funds to purchase tickets.
Barrage, huh? I
Our
don't
next stop is
Detroit, Michigan.
First
Kill
April,
confirmed.
and then
Work quick and
Virginia
clean.
Beach,
No
Virginia.
witnesses.
on
8th April,
and then
Richmond, Virginia.
on
9th April,
and then
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
on
12th April,
after that we'll be in
Dayton, Ohio.
Got
on
contact. 15th April,
and then
Cincinnati, Ohio.
on
14th April,
finally in
Toledo, Ohio.
on
15th April,
get tickets at
Sam High.
Yeah, whatever flavors. But it's like when you want to get mellow, you're good now.
Mellow seems like the opposite. Like, is it totally like hyperactive?
No, it's like it puts a smooth on you. It's
Nicotine's too good.
nice. Oh, it's really it's too good.
So guys, really up against it right now with all this Hamas stuff.
Are they flying in on the lawnmowers
Yeah.
again?
Got it pretty bad right now.
Really?
I think they need our help.
Let's help out as much as we can.
Why
with
don't they
money.
just use nukes?
Well, they have the Samson option.
What is
You
that?
heard-
That's when they threaten the entire world. We're supposed to believe that they're
These
in
guys
control
are
of the whole world,
comedians,
Yeah.
like some
so
comic book superhero.
I can't
Is
take
that what it is?
Yeah.
anything
Yeah,
they
exactly.
say serious.
That's if they ever gets bad enough,
That's
they'll move the whole world.
what they say. They say this in public, and you're like this hearing it. Wow.
That's what it is. Chris, look up Samson option.
The mellow option.
You thought this
After
was
that.
over?
That's
Yeah,
fair.
it's sad. It's honestly.
It's like a fat kid who loses in basketball. Just
That's
like
good.
shoots the
he
basketball.
nukes the school.
Yeah. The Samson option is a nuclear strategy whereby it would launch a massive nuclear retaliatory strike if the state itself was being overrun. What's the Wikipedia article here?
5 of them. Confirming kill.
Is the Samson option a euphemism for taking down the two temples of masonry or the two pillars or something like that? Or is it
Yes.
some sort of a weird thing? What does it
Yes.
mean?
Oh man.
I know, I guess it's just. I'm real scared of this. I'm so scared I could cry. Nukes? Whoa, go. A total apocalypse?
Enemy foot patrol.
Whoa. I'll do anything you say. Just don't do that. Right? Do it. Do it. Go ahead. Try to live in the mountains. It doesn't matter.
Scroll down, Chris.
requesting
I want to say it actually is here. Is there a
Target appears on top.
fucking 45 minutes to dig through that and figure out what they actually
Use a,
use Grok.
use a thing, yeah.
Using scout pulse.
Go to Grok and type would you please, bring the sweatpants for those, Nick.
Nike.
Requesting recon
Type would you please explain to me what Samson
Using archangels.
in brief, concise language.
Preferably ready. You get like 3 an hour or something like that.
Well, you need an account. You need to be signed in, otherwise it's gonna hit you with some sort of notice.
It wants to make a profile of you. It's got.
It eats you every time you type a question, and it knows who you are.
Sad. How do you fight it though?
You ask questions that you're not interested in the answer to.
Tell it to increase the text size.
Okay.
I mean, I guess just what you said. It might deploy nuclear weapons, whatever those are. Those people shadows might get burned. Oh, we're gonna make shadows if we get fucked with too much. Oh wow. Okay.
Why?
We have 3 separate tracks recording, right, Chris? Because we're going to do that for
Blast track.
for the Second Life VR.
Yeah. Well, that's good that they're just heavy threatening. If I was single, I would do that with the Samson option.
That's love bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was sex pesting.
Well, it could be sex pest. You know what love bombing is, though?
Yeah, when you come in and say I love you right off the rip.
Yeah, it's like you
Net
like
call. Enemy
overwhelm
watchdog
them with,
helo inbound.
pop messages that you love them and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
Is that what they're gonna start doing?
They're love bombing with nukes, with
Psychological and emotional abuse disguised as excessive flattery, over-the-top gift-giving, and needy or jealous. ...
I bought you a big diamond ring and a house and a car, and I
That's
love
my
you.
game.
Please, I love you.
Fuck me. I bought you everything you wanted.
Lots of clothes that fit you that are expensive. I love you.
Call it when you say that we have the right to nuke the entire world because we're
Triggering scout box.
chosen by like we actually have the right to nuke. That's just that. History never happened before us. So.
Brazilian. What's the sixth biggest religion in the world?
Assault packs up.
Not 6 million biggest.
Brazilian.
It'd be funny if like let's see, Scientology could be like probably 8th. Would they be 8th?
They would be 8.
Considering what
Oh,
I've
there we go. No, that was the list I was looking for right there, the back.
You don't
Right
want to fuck with Scientology.
It's just considering what
I need
Tom
eyes
Cruise is
overhead.
allowed to
Fucking
say
kill you.
on
One of
that
your
wow,
assault packs has been
pharmaceuticals. Scientology doesn't seem all that bad.
Yeah.
Why would they
And
say
they'll also kill you.
Tracking
I
enemy.
mean, I don't mess with miscavage, right? Is that,
miscavige, Sikhism?
oh,
Those are the guys with the daggers.
Dagger, yeah.
So we should say that they were gonna do that too. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to do that too.
Yeah.
Right
oh
there,
yeah,
we
no,
got
I'm
them.
gonna
Finish
do
the
that
job.
too.
Blow up the world?
Yeah, me too. We should just start a fucking rumor that or not
Do you
even.
think India has nuclear technology?
Thank you very much.
Now,
Thank
I've
you.
often wondered what would happen if they were forced to use their nuclear technology for warfare, because I remember when they made a $1 billion submarine, they didn't close the hatch and sank it. Yes.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't make that up. Well, I mean, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe it's just news. But no, that's a thing.
Look this up.
Indian submarine.
Look at the multi-billion dollar submarine. Look how it worked out. Yeah, it actually scares me that is possible. That's like scary. It scared the hell out of me. It was more scary than funny. What's this? What's wrong with this thing?
There's a widely circulated story
Engaging lever.
Maori hunt. Reportedly suffered major damage due to an open hatch, but it didn't sink.
That's
So almost. Well, half.
It was rendered inoperative for 10 months.
That's an expensive maintenance job.
They left the hatch open and it flooded the propulsion compartment.
they had like the Indian version of Jay and Silent Bob running the hatch.
I mean, not even SpongeBob.
While the INS Arahant didn't sink, it was crippled for nearly a year. It was widely reported as an open hatch. Of course, Indians are gonna lie, but this. You remember that?
Mission goals agreed. Dispatching team to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Move out, people.
Metal that looks like
I was listening
tinfoil.
to a
That's
podcast.
this is the moment that I think for me
but I
was
know
the
they're-
denial of science moment.
Yeah.
Because it is clear it's not even a good. It's not even a good looking thing. It's
You
clearly
just camped and
fake as
spawned the
hell,
whole fucking
and
time.
nobody questioned it.
Clearly, their balls have gotten big when they can put this slop out, and then the people don't get the pitchforks out.
But no Neil deGrasse Tyson. There was nobody that
Nope.
stepped up and questioned the veracity of
He
this moon
came up
landing.
and said, "Look at the way I look."
So what? So what else is made up?
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
there's a law. There's a law. If one thing is made up, it means it's all made up. So that's the philosophy.
You know what's a good
but
one?
it doesn't go anywhere anyway.
You know what's? I was thinking about this the other day. I'm writing into a stand-up, but fuck it. Do you remember the first story of alternate Earth? Do you remember the first one you heard in your life? And I'll try. If not, if you remember it, I'll fill you in. I'll tell you what it was. When you were a kid, right, and we studied the planets, everybody had a favorite planet.
Mhm.
If you took Earth out of it, what was everybody's favorite planet? There was 2 answers for the most part. Do you remember your favorite planet when you were like in 3rd grade and you were drawing planets, or like 4th grade?
Saturn or Neptune?
Saturn. Well, the answer is
The
Saturn.
biggest one's with the ring. Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
remember drawing the rings.
The
yeah.
rings because they were cool and they had pictures of Saturn and we all worship Saturn. Do you remember that it was probably we were in like 6th grade or 7th or maybe 9th grade, but there was rumors the first Earth hit that I remember in modern era was there was a moon in the rings of Saturn that they detected light and like water.
Oh,
Water in the rings?
Yes, there was
I think
water.
I remember that, yeah.
Do you remember that? And then
like ice, like glaciers in the rings and shit.
and then like they tell you that, right? And they're like this. Hey, what did we ever follow up with that ring ice thing? And they're like, nah. like they just tell
With
you
every single thing that's ever been taught to you.
every single time there's a planet like Earth. There's no follow-up. There's just a story that's kind of like a bar story. That's like, yeah, I heard Tom Cruise sucks dick. It's you know what I mean? It's like slander. It's like space slander.
Yeah.
Like put out from NASA with follow-up. There's just a story that's kind of like a bar story. That's like no follow-up.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh no, let's go back to the Saturn rings one. Like there was Planet X, there's Nibiru and all this shit. And
I don't know the rhetorical name for piecing stuff out just to fluff people and waste people's lives with just things that go nowhere. I don't know what to call that.
It's
but-
Brazilian.
It is a bit of a blanket, though. It is a big.
like imagine just every 3 years, like fuck, we haven't said there's a planet like Earth around yet. Shit, it's been a minute since we've had a rumor of an Earth.
The biggest one.
Yeah.
That's the biggest planet one. Hey, don't you remember when they were cloning sheep and then they said this is unethical and then they stopped forever? You remember that? Yeah. Remember Dolly? They're like, nah, this is actually this isn't ethical. We're gonna cease operations. 20 years go by, no one says a word. just people just belching off, you know.
What is that? Is that shit?
It's just hair. No, it's not. I think it's fuzz from the carpet that someone put in here.
It's like a windscreen that you had in there.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Shoot it.
Chris, do you have a spittoon I can have?
Shoot that.
There are more. What about when Pluto? They came out and they say
Yeah.
Pluto's not a planet anymore. Then 8 months down the line, like Pluto's a planet. I'm saying none of you guys are telling me nothing about anything anymore. It's like listening to a meteorologist about nothing.
Yeah.
Are we rolling video, Chris?
It really is that. Like
There's another bottle in a box next to the trash can in the vestibule.
There's
Yo.
It's like a
Watch out!
space in
Grenade!
between the front
Hostile
door
confirmed.
and the main opening to the dwelling, like a foyer or a foyer or vestibule. I'm sure I go to Home Depot. They said sweep the vestibule.
That's what they call that outside the door.
Yeah,
In the main door, that little
Yep.
area in the vestibule.
that's the vestibule.
That's funny. Telling you that.
He's shooting blanks.
Yeah, he looks like the penguin.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But there are more space things. But I mean, I remember being a kid years ago. You fast forward years down the line, it's the same old shit, just with higher resolution pictures. How'd you get those pictures? We just did.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
How'd you get the bottom
Stop
of
back
Saturn?
here.
We just did. What?
Yeah.
I can't even get an appointment at a doctor. How'd you get the rings of Saturn?
Eyes on
Yeah,
enemy.
you got it.
That's not for you.
What kind of camera did you shoot it on? A big one.
The one that's being discontinued, and then the upgrade. Remember the Canon, like the whatever 100,000D, whatever the fuck, the thing that was seeing some artifacts in the moon and shit like that.
Yeah.
Canon discontinued it, and then
Assault
the upgrade with NASA
Oh,
to make the lens.
Such a fucking.
The camera was too
sweatfest,
good, they
man.
discontinued it, and they
They're-
got NASA on.
they're crafting lenses all day.
Imagine that. This, I need lens crafters right now. This camera's too good. Nah. They were seeing weird shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess you can find footage, but there were like waves on the moon, like weird things that indicate maybe it's sort of a projection or an LCD, like a screen or something. I mean, it's just conspiracy stuff, but it's damned interesting. Next thing you know, they discontinue the lenses. NASA's working on it.
We're gonna let us.
Yeah.
Because
just
you've seen it with a Samsung phone or an Apple phone. If you point up to the moon and you zoom in, you try to get high resolution photo, it blurs out and then AI replaces it with an image that's already baked into the system.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought AI would bake you in some child porn that you're watching.
Well, sooner or later,
They're like,
I
why are
guess.
you watching child porn? I was just looking at the moon. They're like, no,
You're going.
You're going to jail.
So you can imagine that'll be implemented in the new camera.
Wow.
Whoa.
Isn't that nice? You can't even get they won't even let you get a fucking picture of the moon. These
Wow.
animals, pigs, man. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Won't even let you get a. So, do you believe what they say? They won't even let you look at the moon.
I do.
I actually believe there's hope because there'll be like this planet that's all made of diamond, and then we'll all have diamonds. Oh my god!
I want diamonds.
Yeah.
I like how the diagram says there's moon and then there's not moon data.
not moon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not moon.
That's
What the hell are you looking at not moon for?
You see this little flow chart? They got an optimizer. You see, that's nice of them. Isn't that nice? I remember I've been writing Canon and Samsung and all these guys letters. I say, when am I going to get a fucking optimizer? Because it's so hard for me to get a picture of the moon that's clear. And they finally answered it.
That'd be so funny, man. We should fly to the not moon.
Samsung caught faking Zoom pictures of the moon. We fly to the not moon. They're caught faking things. It's unbelievable to me.
It's really fucking funny.
Sweaty.
You gotta get one of those
every
cannons.
game's a fucking.
Wow. Oh, look at that's awesome.
Yep, that's the best we can get. They can see you in the bathroom from 20 miles away.
Look. Wait for it. It's gonna do moon mode.
There it is. There you go, buddy.
Hey, they went Moon Man mode on this thing. Yo.
Neil Armstrong comes up, punches you in the face. No, Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin turns you around, jacks you up.
The big shiner from an 80-year-old man. He's marrying like a 20-year-old. Remember that one?
Real Buzz Aldrin.
Oh,
Look at Buzz Aldrin's wife. I gotta see it.
Oh.
That's so...
He's pointing at like Freemason stuff on his jacket. He's so silly, that guy. He's unbelievable. He's been around for long enough.
He looks like fucking Bob Barker. Wow, he's got a... Wow. Whoa.
Another kill.
Oh, he's got a hot piece of pussy.
What does he do with her?
Eats her out.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's like this. Here's a prize. Check
He's
him
just
out.
pouring whiskey down her box.
Down her clit. Wow.
I mean, if that guy's gonna turn around and punch you in the face, you gonna fucking trip him.
Fucking camping trash.
Strike it up with him.
It's like when the little kid asks him a question, and he's like, he's like, that's not a question a child would.
Yeah. Or like, it's because we didn't go.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
What is this? Where's Neil? Where's Bill Nye to come up looking the way he does?
Bill Nye from SNL.
No, almost live. That was the sketch comedy show that he was in back in the day. He's a sketch comedian. Isn't that awesome?
He tried to get on SNL. He was wicked unfunny.
Watchdog helo incoming on your
It's actually
location.
kind of good when you think
Sighted
about
on target.
He got the Medal of Honor from Joe Biden.
He's on the runway.
it. He looks good though. Doesn't he look good?
He looks like fucking a chicken.
He looks like Mike Lesko, the Riddler guy, and an asshole and a zombie.
He should be doing infomercials.
For the not
Hostile
movie.
target.
Dude, it's unbelievable to me. They gotta bring back Beekman. I wish Beekman had something to say about this.
He got knocked out by Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. He got his ass tuned up.
Shut your mouth.
Stop back
He
here.
jabbed him with a shank. Unbelievable.
What the
I like when
fuck?
they're crying.
India,
The Indian space thing, they started crying.
they're
Remember
crying. They got white beards.
Contact.
They're Indian, they're crying. It's unbelievable. It's appalling. I won't see it.
Absurd.
And it made you. It disturbed me. It deeply disturbed me. It's one of the things that you know how to go through. It wasn't by me. That's not a joke.
that? What is it? What?
The Joker movie where he gets at the end. The Joker 2.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, well, it's like you could call it as a joke. Like they do that to characters and stuff. They do it to fuck with people, I guess, but he just gets asked at the end and killed. I'm like,
Oh,
this.
really?
Wow. That's what they do to the Joker 2. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that.
I didn't know he gets asked at the end.
Well,
Am I right about that, Chris?
he was too admired of a character
He
by.
became a right-wing sort of icon. Something like if Moon Man were to be flesh and blood.
Yeah. So they had to.
They actually put him to death. That's what they think of. That's what
You
they
can't
think
hide.
Put your bomb on.
They should have done the Samson option.
Yeah.
They nuke all the countries in the world.
That is what they think of you, though.
Yeah.
Scout
You're,
bus running.
the character that represents you, this
That's you.
That's you. The Joker is you.
That's
and
sweet.
they want you to death.
Oh.
Jack off.
They
Launch a
did it enough to the
UAV.
Germans,
What about Wolverine?
but he's Canadian.
I think I'm Wolverine.
The Weapon X project was a really good operation. A lot of good mutants came from that.
Chris, can you just take the plastic chair thing from the back of my era that's by my desk?
Storm.
I want to be Storm.
It always pissed me off in X-Men Arcade when you were playing Storm and she was just walking with her heels on, kicking the punch instead of flying and making hurricanes. I was like, what the fuck happened? It went gimp. Did someone blow her back out so she couldn't fly?
I'm just a slut, Charles. Leave me alone. Can't a slut? Let it, slut's gonna slut.
Maybe she was too baked or drunk or something like that just to fly. I don't know.
Too many blunts after she went to a Dr. Dre party.
Right when there's a black screen, she's smoking blunts in back of the black screen in the arcade machine.
Can we see if we can get one of the engineers from this mic arm company on the show for an interview?
You gonna give it to him?
I'd like to have a talk. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
This looks familiar.
Isn't it that he says one word of Chinese? He speaks one word of...
My first question would be, what's this?
Sure.
That's called the rumble effect optimizer.
No, he just texted me. He said, Joe.
That's question one that I would have of many.
I mean, it wasn't enough to throw the fucking thing right into the desk. I guess that what's next? You gonna put cement upon the column?
Yeah, you go to another foundation. Epoxy. Yeah, you gotta drill into the foundation. Yeah, you have to go way down. Not far enough. Door. You need like anchor bolts in the top of the fucking sonotubes.
I mean, you need like a frickin' what's the pop? Not the pop filter. The shock mount for the boom arm.
Yeah.
Do you need a water bed?
Yeah.
Bose gyroscope.
Hostiles
Been
using
driving
field
me
upgrade.
nuts, man. Like, see this setup here? You like it?
I mean, it's interesting.
Engaging
I've
shooter.
done setups like this in the past and even in the present. You could just get boom mics just pointed right here.
Yeah. Three boom operators.
Yeah, just have a guy.
Something like that. Something radical. I'm telling you, something radical is going to have
Could
to
just do
happen.
labs.
Something radical is going to have to
Oh yeah,
happen.
what about labs?
They crinkle a little too much.
Especially if you do it wirelessly, dude, you're gonna be enjoying some technical difficulties.
Although I will say, Ben from Fish Tank, Ben Taylor, he within like 4 days became the pro sound guy, and he the sound for Extreme Peace. It's all Sennheiser Labs with Lectrosonics, and somehow Ben figured out like it was a very difficult thing to do. Get that sound on lav mics good. It sounds fucking awesome.
I like that Ben figured that out because Ben is
Hostile
the
counter
man.
UAV
Like when it comes to like
established
to think that Ben, like, dude, I got this.
I don't
chill.
believe
I know.
bad.
It's a thing that a regular
bad.
person you'd have to you'd
Get
do it.
there,
It would take you like 6 months of like practicing.
That bag would have been in a pool if I did it.
Ben's a resilient guy.
Nah, dude.
He's a Brazilian
got
guy.
Dude, you don't gotta put the bag in the pool, bro. I'll figure it out. No. Just step away for like, give me 10 minutes. He called me last week for like a car problem. He's like, bro, I found this car. I think it's a pretty fat deal. And I was like, what's the car? He's like,
It's a Jaguar, right?
no, it was an Impala on Carvana. And I was like, Ben, no. He's like, it's got low miles and it's cheap as shit. He told me the miles were low, the price was not cheap as shit. He goes, it's good because it was a rental. I'm like, it's bad because it was a rental.
You'd like this. When he got his idea after you rejected that one, he sent me a Jaguar XJ8.
What?
Why did-
XJ?
Yes.
Why doesn't he go for the Jaguar concept car? You see that roll out?
Yeah.
He pulls in with that.
It's the pink one. It's the hot pink one with like trannies in it.
I think these are the guys. I saw this on TikTok, and
Doug De Niro.
it's the closest I've seen anybody else talk, like how you guys talk about
Oh, he's the one.
cars, I think.
Sure, yeah.
McLaren F1. Silver, black, red insert.
You're kidding.
107,
books.
Wow.
420 kilometers.
You're kidding.
Every
It's in the
fucking
U.S.
match.
It's in the U.S.
It's an Ameritech car.
Yep.
Wow.
Doesn't look like it has the bumpers in the picture, but it says full EPA and DOT certification.
Holy crap.
No.
This is tough. But I have some interesting inside info.
Well, because I remember Lino telling us, right?
Oh, he told you
Yeah,
that
told
story
us
too.
where
You can pause it.
I like the guy's shirt. The other guy.
They,
Yeah, coat.
they also like talk about like actual like consumer practical cars too. But
Yeah.
I thought it was.
We're Doug DeMuro fans. We watch all that.
He has the same car as me. Literally same exact car as me.
E-Wagon.
Yep. And then before that, he had a bunch of LSs, LS 400 LXs.
Oh, I mean, what's
I
that?
think.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like that. He knows the score.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the hypercar score too.
Mm-hmm.
But he says some wild shit. What
Like
the
what?
fuck did he say? He said something one time, and I was like, no. He has like a weird hot take on Ferraris.
He's like the BMW clown shoe car person.
Yes. Yeah. Like, it's because it's important. He likes like that or something
Like
like
the
that.
Ferrari shoe nice.
I think he's just a little older, so
He's the Ferrari shoe nice.
yeah, Ferrari shoe nice.
Sitting down by cars. I like that. Guy.
Hard point.
Yeah, you gotta deal with that.
Engagement windows open. Go, go, go!
Who's gonna buy a Jaguar though? Like, you don't do that though, do you? I mean, you really kind of don't.
The new Jaguar is wild looking. Did you see the branding for it?
No, I only saw that just a little bit. They were driving around. I was
Hard
like,
point,
is this
lock
AR?
down.
Yeah, no,
Hostiles
it's
have the
nuts.
hard point.
I like the way
Claim the
they're putting the
advantage. Now
cars
hold
up.
it.
You like how they sort of put them up there.
It's
in the
kind of like
catalog?
Abercrombie and Fitch a little bit.
Worst SUV on the market. Yeah. I love when people come.
Engaging mover.
Do people buy it off the website?
I would.
Wouldn't that be cool?
You would buy a Jaguar. You would. It pops out of your computer.
This looks like a website in GTA where you go
Yeah.
log onto a computer and you're making a car in the computer.
Enemy UAV. Hostiles have captured the
What
hard
is the
point.
F-Pace SVR 575?
Hard point
Click that's
identified.
$30,000 more.
Oh, cool. Bro, can you imagine?
Oh man!
Hostile counter
What's that
UAV
for?
established above.
So you get
Hard point
fingered to the
active.
seat?
Someone tickling your neck.
Wow, this is like. How have they fallen so low?
Was there a point where they were ever good? In the 60s?
Sure. Late 70s, 80s, they had a little run. They were like, the 60s,
Enemy
they were
hull
good.
operational
They had a
above.
type. And then they beat something
Hostiles have
in a
the hard
big
point.
race in Europe.
I don't know, but Enzo Ferrari said that that's the most beautiful car of all time.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
coke. That's the car's. I didn't know the coke. Yeah, he's
Flushing grenade.
These are his last words.
Eyes on field upgrade.
One in behind, Christian.
But he's saying this is the most beautiful
Enemy
car.
UAV inbound.
It looks a bit cock and balls. It does look cock and balls.
Hard point located.
well,
Hostile UAV established overhead.
I mean, it's even got a little bit of length. It's got a style to it that's pretty phallic.
Tracking enemy.
Hard point active. Hostiles have
Fucking
captured the
my
hard
ass.
point. Hard point
They
is
had the
secure.
XJ220.
yeah.
They had the XJ15. Remember the XJ220, Charles?
That was a fine ride. I
Target
took that,
appears hostile.
For a spin over in Seacon. Just for the record, it handled.
It treated you well.
Yeah, it handled. The thing was gripping.
Did it
The
like
lead
a
is
gorilla?
on.
It was steam powered gorilla.
Yeah, it was. Oh, is that the one? I don't remember. My glasses must have been broken.
That would be one of the most beautiful supercars.
Triggering scout pulse.
And then XJ15 as well. Chris, you can look that up.
Why do they have that supercar look? Like the supercar look, like
point
the Ferrari
identified.
or Lamborghini, whatever. The length and the bigger body. And I don't know how to describe it.
Long arrow on it. Another nice looking vehicle as well.
Frag.
That looks like
Point
something
active.
Rick made. That looks like something Ford was making like 2012. On the walking shot.
Oh, really? I was gonna say.
Hostiles
definitely
have the
like
hard point.
Simple man.
Is it a one-seater?
No, it's got two seats. They're pretty close together though.
Looks like a little bit of a Homer Simpson prototype.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm enjoying the fall off right now. I love what's
Enemy
going
foot
on
patrol.
with Automobilia. 2025 Automobilia updates.
What classes it have?
It's a dark day.
Yes.
It's very you really can't. You really can't buy anything interesting or good.
Nope. You,
Got contact.
It's getting very strange.
Did you know it was gonna be like this when you were a kid loving cars?
Given up the lead.
I saw it coming during COVID when we started lying to people, and I go, in 3 years from now, no one's gonna give. You know what this is like? You know when you hear that dudes want to fuck Kim
Hardpoint located.
Kardashian?
I've never
And
heard
as a normal guy, you're like, ew. That's what it's like right now. All you can really do is price spot a car that was cool 3 years ago, that everybody else already had.
Hardpoint
Fuck
locked
around
down.
25, and now you can buy it for half price. That's the only move. It's like, oh cool, I can buy a insert full body Range Rover. I can buy one for 80. Like
nice
2
flavor.
years ago, they're like, hey, 50,000 over for one. It's 148 build, 2055. I can buy one right now for 96,000 with 3,000 miles on it. And like, you will suck that price. Like businessmen would have been like,
Hostile
I suck that penis right there and I get it for 98,000. That's exactly what I'm saying. Pull it out. Does it come in my mouth? We'll see. Yeah, and now it's just like you got that, you got like it's just it cars. Cayenne Turbo, Cayenne Turbo GPS, 911 GT3, 911
Hardpoint is
like
secure.
all those GT3 cars, the late model ones. Everybody's playing that right.
Doesn't anyone drive a damn
Taking a
Lincoln
shot.
that Navigator or town car anymore?
Yes.
Hardpoint active.
No, town car. No,
not
No, that's like a joke.
Days of the town car. It's just society is too base and demoralized and gross to support town car usage at this point. It can't exist because mankind is lowered
Enemy UAV
and is in
inbound.
a beast-like state.
Population is lowered, so not even the cars are happy.
Not even the car. You can sad. A town car couldn't exist
I've
to be
seen
made.
video games where not even the pixels want to be there, not even the cars want to realize.
Stun inbound.
The cars are at the bars. They're drinking. There's like drunk cars.
They're driving into the wall with the engines off completely silently.
I mean, it's true.
Enemy UAV
What about, at
inbound.
least, what about Navigator?
Talking people out of SUVs is an interesting
Hostile,
thing. It
stun.
has to be something with insurance. Like, sedans are dead to the world, but it's like, you figure out, if you were a cool person, you were a cool mom, a sedan gives you the same interior space for the most part, a little more headroom inside this car.
Bad guy,
Trunk
12
gives
block.
you the relative
Tango
space. You can move a
Hostile
wheelchair
UAV
because you have the height of the
overhead.
rear tail liftgate.
Hostile counter
Yeah, you
UAV
move
established
beach
above.
chairs in your SUV.
Here's KIA.
Yeah, you moving flat screens get
Located
delivered in your head.
Standing
Well,
by.
a sedan has dignity.
Yes.
Because the crap that you don't want in the cabin with you
Enemy
goes in a
UAV
separate
inbound.
compartment.
You know how to hear it
Taking the
jingling
lead.
around like my
Stay
wagon.
on
You know,
top.
like wagons. I take a left turn, 50 things roll around in the wagon.
That's
Wow.
five.
You got milk, you got water jugs, you got bells.
Yep. Oh, it drives me. I forgot about that. I was like,
You gotta strap everything down before you take a spin.
yeah, you need to have a milk crate in your car. If you don't tie the milk crate down, it tips over. Same thing.
Hostile
6
counter
minutes down the road
hardpoint.
from fixing it, it's broken.
Target
And
set.
sedans do have this, but no one. I need to be higher up. Like, if you listen to a woman tell you, I need to be higher up. Like the cars that way down.
Hostile UAV
I
established
need to be
overhead.
high, so I can get over. Yeah, you're driving off road on your in your fucking in your Acura.
It's the off-road
Hardpoint
midway
Stun
arcade
inbound.
games.
Hardpoint locked down.
This is a Baja rally. Armor kids are hitting they're falling out of the car seats. There's a helmet on with dirt on it. Just get the whites. Dark sky.
You need dignity. What about the
It's got to be insurance.
No Lincoln?
Never.
Not happening. No. Those days are gone. Beautiful.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Care to comment, Chris?
It's dark days.
Some dark days. You know what it is, man? It's people get signals
Eyes on enemy.
their environment that affect their psychology. more than
Hostile
the
counter
genetics.
UAV
So
established
if you
above.
have, for example,
Enemy UAV
in,
inbound.
one of the
Using
reasons
scout pulse.
besides
They've
the
taken the lead.
xenoestrogens and the endocrine
located.
disruptors and everything that's in the water
Car inbound.
why children become sexual
in here with
earlier
fucking
is
sweaty
because
beans.
there's this they're like in a war zone
Hardpoint is active.
when your genetics get signaled. Oh, is that Ben Taylor?
Hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Talking about you, dude.
When you get a genetic signal that you're in a war zone and you have to fight for survival, that
Even
sends
fun.
a
I don't
genetic signal
wanna
for your
fucking
body to
break
start
this.
becoming sexually active.
Look how fast
so
I
when the
fucking
father
die.
leaves the home, that's why the daughters end up being sluts. That's why kids are like, blowing each other in middle school and stuff. Is when fathers leave the home and when there's these chaotic, like this sort of end of the sky is falling type messaging that's promoted out throughout media. That's one of those things that does that. And I think that the SUV thing, it's because in a war in a sort of an apocalyptic scenario or in a sky is falling scenario, you would want to have your stuff with you, like a hobo with a tent. You want, like, if you were a hobo, if we were hobos, we would have big ass shopping carts with a tent, all our stuff in it, and we would guard it, and we wouldn't be like the fun, happy-go-lucky bums in Venice Beach. Just nothing that matters. Just kick a can down the road. We would have to have our stuff in a shopping cart, and we'd be anxious that everybody's coming to steal from our shopping cart at all times. So we have to watch over it. And I think that's psychologically that's part of why people want or need SUVs nowadays, is because there's this. It's obvious that the sort of fabric of civilization is not necessarily breaking down, but thinning, maybe breaking down at the edges, and you want to have your stuff with you like a fucking homeless person.
That's like a little chisel they created. Like that's one of the chisels to chisel away the fabric of society.
Just more MK Ultra.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Make you feel like that. I thought it was because lawsuits and like people dying inside cars equals big problems for automakers. I always thought automakers in NFL carried out big, large research projects for like military and government. Like the fact that like Ford spent $3 billion a year on R&D to make these. It's actually hard to buy. It's like one of those things called about $1 billion a year or whatever they get, But like,
where does it go?
Every car company spends billions of dollars, but they're actually researching like metals. You know what I mean? Like Formula One is a testing ground for technology.
They've got some guy with a microscope and a fluoroscope and a fucking spectral analyzer looking at a cross section of a Ford Escape to make sure it's good enough for the American.
He's getting like $800 million a year,
and he's finding flaws, and they're fixing it with high technology nanomachines.
Oh,
in
there
the Ford
it is.
Escape.
It's like,
yeah.
I found out what it is. It doesn't have enough zinc.
Yeah.
Give that car a shot.
There it is. Where's my billion?
Yeah.
But it's not every year. Like every year, every company.
Well, you know this because the cars that we drive and look at, and they're getting, I would say about $1 billion better every year.
Sure are.
At least.
Look at the new Yukon. It's great. It's $1 billion better. It's easy to steal. I mean, honestly, you break it down, if they're going to sell, 7 to 9 million of them a year, then that's like 10,000.
Come on!
Their
Watch my
R&D
right
has
flank,
to
you
be
stupid
just
dumb
a
fucking
mission
bitch.
to with the
Why are you
metallurgy
looking
and all that, just to drive costs down.
Enemy UAV
Eyes on hostile Semtex.
And that all this R&D is expensive, and this is space-age technology. They just spend money to.
It's probably stealing. It's probably just it's an Apple box.
They're just sending it to the government.
It's the
Everybody
safety of
wants
your
to
family.
fucking-
You really want to skimp out on that, man?
You want to see your kids splattered on the
good
ground.
my sniper is.
Thank you.
And like you said with the Jeep, remember people were dying in the Jeep?
Yeah.
Rollovers
Scout
that you
pulse
were talking about?
activate.
Oh yeah.
Hostile counter
Yeah, so they had to
UAV
make them all
established
4 doors.
above.
Like no, 4-door Jeeps. Like, you know how they're rolling over all like the CJ, the
Contact. Hostile CUAV.
The 2-door SUVs are rolling over on the
UAV bent.
The original 1994 Ford Explorer had a tire that wouldn't wear down. Do you hear that? Look up 1994 Ford Explorer tires. They're like, I think they're BF Goodrich AT grapplers. They didn't wear down, and they were like, kill those tires.
Yeah, wow.
They were like the perfect tire.
200,000 miles tire.
Yeah, they were like didn't break down like Ford Explorer perfect tire.
So in other words, nothing goes forwards. Everything only goes backwards.
It has to. Well, how are these people going to stay employed? If they made a car that lasted forever, it's also the end.
Self-seal?
The thing I keep trying to figure out what the name of it is, the engineer's dilemma. Is if you engineer the perfect product, how do you have a job? It's not gonna be possible to Google that.
No, yeah, you can, like sometimes you can find them they're like relic tires. They're like on 15 or 16 trims, like wherever they came with.
That's what my mom had. The A-Power first gen Explorer, which was really great.
It was.
Leather and everything. Was it nice?
I think it had leather.
Mm-hmm.
I think it had like a light leather inside.
Green with a can trim.
Awesome.
Had the good wheels on it.
Did you take it off road or anything at all?
Did a lot.
That's nice.
Samuel, we need to do this.
When there's
Ray requesting
there were like
CUAV.
there were media articles about those things rolling over, the SUVs rolling over. They blew way out of proportion. But my mom really bought into that super hard. She'd always warn me, "You're gonna roll over. You don't want to roll it over."
So what if you did?
Be careful, Samuel. It's gonna roll.
You're 6. You're telling you you're gonna roll over.
Get some napalm on my target.
What are you talking about?
Hostile UAV established
Take it
overhead.
easy, Mom.
We have reports of an infiltrator. Watch your back.
I swear it's just all lawsuits and protecting it. It's a Jeep thing.
Listen, you don't understand. All right?
You always go back to cars.
You don't have ducks on your dashboard.
I don't have ducks in my dashboard. I'm not a
Enemy
lesbian.
UAV
You
inbound.
wouldn't get it.
Enemy
This the
UAV
rollover
inbound.
Olympics?
Sighting in on counter UAV.
Oh, shit.
Net call. Napalm strike inbound.
Why would you do that without like roll cage or something?
Oh, roll cage worked good, huh?
They're right where we want them.
Crackhead.
Finish the job.
Is it ineffective?
Well, I mean, look how thin those metal bars, that roll cage is. How could that thing be truly effective with all the weight?
I mean, you deserve it. If you're fucking out there playing in the desert as a grown man with a job and children, we'll be there.
Hey, what's in Star Wars?
Oh, like attaching
You should
with
throw
that one.
they should have to throw a stick of dynamite in that hole. Like right after you roll over.
They were already dead.
Truck.
You had to have the CIA get
That's like
done.
10
At the
trucks
bottom.
immediately, so you can't even get out.
Stupid fucking game.
How is he gonna roll this over?
Yeah, fuck.
He's
you.
got it.
Yeah.
He's that good.
There you go. 25,000 down the drain.
I guess he's like he's alive.
Shoot him.
Yep.
5 of them.
Dipshit.
That was his fate.
Got 70,000 instant roll.
These guys never go fast enough. So, holding the camera?
Of course. Jesus. Help me! Oh, kills the dog.
The dog through the back windshield.
Oh, look at the dog. Holy shit.
Oh no! Yo. The sound is good though.
Yeah, it is
good.
It's like a mono track.
Wile E. Coyote, Hanna-Barbera sound effects over here. What happened to your glasses, Charles?
They've been broken for a bit.
Oh, you've been wearing it like that this whole time?
Yeah. It's pretty good. You like them?
Yeah.
It's and you know when you mentioned dignity a few minutes ago. I got new contacts coming in, but my allergies so bad. I'm just gonna wear these. No, I'll get some new ones, some extra ice ones.
Some Oakleys.
Oakley contacts.
Oakley ice.
No, they're prescription, like snowboarding freaking visors. I wish.
They make those? Do they make snowboarding prescriptions?
I think so.
They probably do, but not mine. But they.
No, there must be some sort of insert.
Well, if they were a heavy prescription, the glass would probably be this thick on the sides.
It would be
awesome.
straight up good. It'd be like I have a solid ruby freaking glasses
You'd
walking
probably
around.
you'd see your whole face like refracted this size in the center of it.
70 of them. You have like
Wide angle.
You have fly vision on the side of your head.
Ugh.
Bug eye lens.
But it is time for new glasses.
Yeah.
Man,
Dignity of it.
where are you gonna go?
Oh, well, I got this guy in Woonsocket I've been going to for so long.
Really?
Lens
Yeah.
crafters.
Lens Crafters. It's Kenyan.
Kenyan?
Yeah, for 20 years, man, straight up. He's the best.
He goes
No
by
shit.
Lens Crafters.
Yeah, I like him. He's John
Lens
Crafters. Lens. Bob Lens.
Chris Crafters.
We had an account
Larry
called
Lens.
Rhode Island.
He's the best. He's such a god. He's the first guy. I just remember I had an Egyptian eye doctor, and he was. Remember my friends always tell me he was good with kids because I always used to
Secure
talk
the
trash about him. But
objective.
he could never get me contacts to fit properly. They just wouldn't fit properly. So I was tortured quite a bit in my
Hostiles
early
have the
years.
hard point.
But then when I went to a doctor who was a bit more related to me, I'll put it that way.
He knew how to work on your shit.
The thing is that he was used to American eyes.
Yeah.
And
Hard point is secure.
Hey, you fucking my wife?
yeah, he was fucking my life 20 years later.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Immediately he's like, no, we'll get you contacts. Immediately I had contacts. And I was like, I'll never.
It's so different. I
Yeah,
remember
it's
buying
American eyes. American
Hostiles have the hard point.
View the world from
Hard
American
point identified.
Incoming grenade!
Leave nothing behind. View the world from eyes.
Hard point active.
They never did a song like that. Why?
No, it was always about burning crosses and the
JJJ.
Have you ever?
Of course, JJJ.
First of all, they're just like many of the villains that exist in this world. They only exist in movies and TV. And
JJJ. They're really bad guys.
They did so much damage. They did so much damage. Well, in certain cases, I mean,
JJJ.
Didn't even side with Leo Frank. Let me put it that way. They're like, nah. They're like this. The black guy. We don't believe he did it.
JJJ.
Come get
Racist
supplies.
pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Christian racists.
The amount of black guys I
White
saw getting
Christians.
beaten
Hostiles
to
have
death
captured the hard
as a
point.
kid.
Many. JJJ.
Land, you know.
You
what I
remember
mean?
Matthew Shepard? You remember how that they
How it turned out?
Do you remember how hard they pushed that in school?
It turned into tears from girls.
That was like a year of psychological
Hostiles
abuse. Was
reclaim the
Matthew
lead.
Shepard? If you guys are
Hard
you guys
point locked
might
down.
be too young to know this, but this is the original. This is the very beginning of the
Hard point is
LGBTQ stuff in
Hard point is
schools.
secure.
In middle school, everybody told us. Everybody went on to
Hostiles have the hard point.
People
Hard
beat
point
gays
locked
to
down.
death just for being gay.
Matthew Shepard truck just because he was gay.
He couldn't
Oh, that's right, the truck.
He tried to water ski behind a truck. and he
Hostiles have
They did a
captured the
faces
hard
of death
point.
on him, and then next thing, just like all the things that get the movie treatment, that get all of that treatment, all of this, turns out to be a hoax. It was just like a bad drug
Using
dealer and
scout
tilted
pulse.
lover.
He was killed by his gay meth head,
Hard point is
meth dealer
secure.
boyfriend or
dealer or
something.
homosexual.
UAV supply
Some
disrupted.
fucking thing.
Didn't have anything to do because straight guys
Hostiles
don't
have the
generally
hard point.
beat gays to
Hard
death.
point locked
They
down.
generally don't do that.
But this is
Hostiles
right
have
after
captured
this
the
is
hard
when they
point.
in my school
Hard point
introduced the
identified.
gay straight
Hard point is
alliance.
secure.
Oh,
Yes.
I remember those
And
days.
that was
remember
the
that.
after school club where like all the girls, all the art kids went to
Hard
be
point
like
active.
friends. You would be
Hard
friends
point
with
locked
gays.
down.
You'd be in the gay straight alliance.
That hot girls were friends with the three
Hostiles have the
actual
hard
gay
point.
kids.
It sounds like a way to recruit. How they look for smart kids in a certain way, and then they'll come visit you. I think the Gay Straight Alliance is like a recruitment campaign, like the Boy Scouts. Yeah, they're like this. This is gonna bring out the dandies.
I was looking for some
Hard
fast.
point is
Yeah.
secure.
Matthew Shepard is the best. I love him. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo.
He's a good guy. I have a tattoo of him on my butt cheeks.
Yes. It says my boyfriend.
It says my boyfriend.
My boyfriend can't water.
Attack on.
Can't
Requesting
water ski
recon
that
overhead.
good. My boyfriend was he was doing jackass moves on the back of a truck.
And just like Martin Luther King Jr. and all that stuff, these when it comes out and all this stuff comes out, it's never.
No.
It all stays up. They
Hard point
remain
located.
cultural heroes.
It stays
Martyrs.
there forever.
Yeah, like the new Martin Luther King stuff that just came out that he was like big pervy.
Yeah, he was laughing. Well, I mean, hey, look,
He's a big orgy guy.
I could sit here and write an FBI document right now, and look, anything, but still,
It
it
wasn't
wasn't
be legit.
Yeah.
Standing by.
Why not?
Hostiles have
You just
captured the hard
contribute it
point.
to the canon.
We should scout pulse active.
Well, we had Kennedy. To
Dropping
look up to
assault
our whole
pack.
lives. We had JFK.
Yeah, he did a lot of good.
Yeah, he was everybody like the
Hard
whole
point locked
Northeast.
down.
Shots good.
Every well-to-do white family
Camelot,
in the
definitely.
Northeast.
Yep.
Let's be honest. JFK is our Obama.
Establish strategic bomber in the
I don't know
overhead.
about your family.
Yeah.
Ours was like, oh, JFK is the man. And I always remember being like, how long was he in office for? He must have got a lot done. You know, like, he was in there for 3 months. So like, how long was JFK in office? JFK was in office for not. I don't know.
But he got taken out for trying to dismantle the CIA. Isn't that correct? Is that the case?
It was CIA.
Hard point identified.
He was uncomfortable with the interesting concept.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
hostile trap sighted.
Is he a hero? Is he a good
Hardpoint active.
person?
I don't even remember.
I thought the rumors coming out about him were
Using
real fucking
Archangel.
rough. It was like some fucking Martin Luther King shit.
Just sex addictions. That's all I hear. All I hear from him.
bunch of broads. Who cares?
Yeah, but it was like he was like a fucking druggie.
Authorizing
pretty rough.
Yeah, like
real.
he'd always blow his back out fucking a girl every half an hour, so he's always
Yeah.
on pain.
So what?
I mean, that's true. It could be worse. You could be doing worse shit. It's just weird to me that presidents do that in
Yeah.
between walls. I mean,
No,
it's so strange.
no great man is also a good man. It's two different types of things.
Oh yeah.
A good man is not going to be president.
And just him and his fucking family full of fucking
What about the daughter?
Who's the daughter?
Requesting
No,
care
it's just like the
package
fucking
deployed.
brother that's getting cocked and driving and turns into the river and shit like that.
Oh yeah, traffic.
Yeah, he's just like, come on, you gotta hold me for a little while.
He's got patches and he's right in Providence, getting busted on pain pills. He's like this writing laws, putting you in jail for having a few beers. He's on pain pills and driving around. Fuck you.
It's just like that kind of shit. Where it's like, hey, don't do the right thing.
Do you remember
The hardpoint.
when Robert Byrd was his eulogy to Ted Kennedy when it was like, I love you, I miss you. It's like, if
Yeah.
haven't
I
heard
love
that
you,
in a
I
while-
miss
no, maybe don't play it, but it's good. He was emotionally staggered, I guess, by the death of his good friend Ted Kennedy.
This is like ancient history. I don't think our fans.
This is ancient.
I love
Robert
you,
Byrd was
I
a
miss you.
JJ. He's a Grand Dragon. He's a Democrat. Or was he? I actually don't
Hostiles
remember
have the
that.
hardpoint.
I think he was. I don't know.
People watching.
It's unbelievable.
He's 200 years old. Is he still alive, Robert Byrd?
No. He went to hell many years ago.
He's hanging out with Sonny Bono.
Yeah, he's
Daily
hanging out with
operations
Shaq.
may be
Bono.
mentioned.
I love you.
He's
Hardpoint
skiing. He's
locked
playing
down.
football.
Robert
Byrd.
Tennessee?
Yeah, he's been roasting for a bit.
He's
We're
hanging
ahead,
out with that
but
guy
stay
that shot
alert.
himself
Marshall's people are no
in
fools.
the video. Bud. Hanging out Bud's wired him.
I'm not so sure. if Bud's
Shooter in the open.
I think they. He
Hardpoint
might
is
be.
secure.
He was roped into this big case of conspiracy and all these stuff, things that he wasn't guilty of, like by the association and some case fixing or whatever the hell. They pinned it all on him, and they were going to convict him and pull his pension for his family, so he killed himself before his pension was pulled. That's what my if my memory says.
He wrote a letter to Biden before he killed himself.
He's like this: never change. You look good this way. Don't look the way you're going to.
On January 20th, he wrote a
Isn't
letter
that wild?
to then Senator Joe Biden.
Wow.
These guys are all so weird. I mean, why would you ever seek political power unless you're
If you're a maniac,
fucking freak.
Yeah, you're from hell.
It wasn't even hidden though. Remember the movie
Hardpoint
The Toy
located.
with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason?
Or Gene Wilder, probably.
All
Yeah,
units
Gene
maybe
prepare for
Jackie
deployment.
Jackie Gleason.
Good
Jackie
job.
Gleason,
Crimson mission
Richard Pryor.
success.
But I remember like they were making like that's the way politicians used to run like mid 70s, mid 80s, like the way they're like kind of like represented politicians. Like everybody knew they were fucking psychopaths. Now they're like, no, they're normal guys.
Family man.
Yeah, having a beer. Just look at him. He's drinking. Like, you know what
Remember
Obama's
Liz Warren having a beer?
Beer. Coors Light.
American brand.
Come from a dick.
Come from Ed Buck.
Yeah, Ed Buck's the hot red dick.
Red stripe.
Ed Buck's.
All right.
Thank you.